Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Story Time with Mr. Hallum. It's our chance to get together and have a story. Today, our story will be completing our moments with Mo, and we will be reading Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed. When my kids were kids, one of their favorite shows was on the Disney Channel, which are now available on Disney Plus. Uh, uh, Kim Possible, that's the name of the show. And Kim's best friend Ron had a naked mole rat for a pet. He is also the inventor of the Naco. So, excuse me, couldn't hit the button fast enough, so you had to see that. But it's okay. It's in my house, down this way, COVID over there, you all safe. So, yes, the inventor of the Naco, the nacho taco. We try to make those at the house. It's not as good as it sounds. So today, Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed by Mo Willems. No shirt, no shoes, no service. Very important to remember. No shirt, no shoes, no service. All right. There is so much to learn about the fascinating little creatures known as naked mole rats. But for this story, you only need to know three things. One, they are a little bit rat. Two, they are a little bit mole. Three, they are all naked. Well, they were, with one exception. Right there. Try this. I got some of this, and we got some of this. Yeah, I may have to do it that way. This book is small and skinny. Wilbur, the naked mole rat who liked to get dressed. Hello. When the other naked mole rats saw him, they said, "Ugh, yuck. What are you doing?" Apparently, naked mole rats don't like it if you wear clothes. Poor Wilbur. "I like clothes," replied Wilbur. "When I get dressed, I can be fancy or funny or cool, or I can just be an astronaut." Have you ever dressed up like an astronaut? It's a lot of fun. When the others heard that, they said, "Oh, yuck. If you like clothes so much, why don't you open a store or something?" Naked mole rats can be very sarcastic. Sarcasm. But Wilbur thought it was a great idea. The other naked mole rats did not. They brought Wilbur to a giant portrait of Grandpa, the oldest, greatest, and most naked mole rat ever. Look at that picture, they demanded. Look at his heroic face. Look at his regal bearings. Look at his total lack of clothing. Grandpa did look heroic. Grandpa did look regal. But he would also look heroic and regal in a casual shirt and some summer slacks. Ugh, said the other mole rats. Don't you get it? Naked mole rats don't wear clothes. I'll have to do this one this way. They yelled so loud they knocked him over backwards. Why not? Asked Wilbur. Something had to be done. The naked mole rats marched right over to Grandpa and told him about Wilbur. And then he asked, why not? Grandpa was very wise. He thought seriously about everything he had heard. Then he thought some more. You know, like a good grandpa, thinking about stuff. Finally, he said in a heroic, regal voice, gather the colony. I shall make a proclamation. When Wilbur heard about Grandpa's proclamation, he knew it was serious. Proclamation, proclamation, proclamation. But he had no idea what to wear. So should he be a French poet from the 1950s? David Letterman from the 1980s? A superhero or cowboy mole rat? I think that's my favorite. In the end, Wilbur decided to play it safe. He's got on tiny socks. His tiny feet are covered. Maybe not safe enough. The others were so busy looking at Wilbur's socks that no one noticed Grandpa enter until he cleared his throat and exclaimed, wait, did he say exclaimed? And proclaimed, "My fellow mole rats, I had never worn clothes until I heard Wilbur's simple question, why not? Why not indeed? Do clothes hurt anyone? No. Are they fun? Well, they may not be for everyone, but this old naked mole rat wishes he had tried getting dressed earlier." Then Grandpa complimented Wilbur on his socks. As fast as his legs could take him, Wilbur rushed home and put on his favorite outfit and dashed back. When he returned, Wilbur discovered he was not alone. Much has been said about that day, but for this story, you only need to know three things. 1, some of the mole rats were naked. 2, some of the mole rats were clothed. 3, all of the mole rats had a great time. No exceptions. The end. What a fun story. One of my favorite things we used to do when my kids were little is we'll let them pick out their own clothes for school. Now with my daughter, it was a little bit different. She went to a school with a uniform policy, so she had to wear, you know, shirt and pants. But we let her pick, what color do you want to wear today? My son, on the other hand, did not go to a school like that. And sometimes you're like, what are you wearing? And he'd have on he had a Chicago Bears jersey that was given to him by some cousins, and he put on some orange shorts. And you're like, dude, it's, middle of winter. Why are you dressed like that? Well, I feel like it. And he would just pick what he wanted to wear to school. I say clothes makes the man. So clothes also makes the naked mole rat. There you go. So maybe tomorrow, it'll be Saturday. I don't know what your plans are, but get up, put together a crazy outfit, have some fun with it, wear some silly clothes. And while you're doing that, think about Story Time with Mr. Hallum and how much fun we're going to have next week when we get together for more stories with Story Time with Mr. Hallum.